So we're back at the Northcoates Nieuport build. New week, new problems, same old knees, got them out still. It's still pleasant, but yeah, I've just been pottering really, waiting for the cloth to come and the glue, and that has just arrived today. So I've got those ready to start on covering the fuselage, but obviously I've got to get the fuselage prepared. So while preparing the fuselage, I noticed a slight cock-up. You will be surprised to hear I've made a slight cock-up. Miscalculation is probably the best way of describing it. But I'll spin this around, show you my stupidity. I know you love to see it. Right, so there's the cockpit. I'm just putting this cockpit combing on, getting it all measured up and cutting the holes for the push rods, for the ailerons, as you can see. So they go through there. One slight miscalculation, as you can see there, is the throttle box is exactly where the push rod needs to be. Oops. This is what happens when you don't have it all in one piece when you start planning. Sat in the seat, that was a comfortable place to fit it. Didn't take into any consideration the fact that there needs to be a push rod there. So that's going to have to come off, and I can move it back, I guess, move it back to this sort of position. Won't be quite as comfortable, probably have to make a new wooden backboard for it. I think the throttle quadrant will still be okay, that's not a problem, it's just the board it's on. So those holes there, I can just leave the screws in, move everything rearwards a bit. So that's the next job, sort on that. When I've got that done, I'll just make sure everything is free and free movement, of course, because this is now going through two pieces. Goes through the nylon bit there that I put in, and it's also got to go through the combing bit as well. So just to make sure that's all full and free, but I can't do that until I've moved that. So that's the project for today, and possibly longer. I shall keep you informed. More stupidity to come. As you can maybe see, I've been putting some cowlings on and stuff, just trying to get sorted out for covering, in the process of solving that problem with the throttle box. And hopefully this is the only time I will see the aircraft at this angle. I certainly don't want to be in it at that angle, but as you can see, I've started putting the cloth on the bottom. So I just started, got one side done. I'll flip it back. Hopefully I can do it from upright from this point, but I needed something to get a decent fix on the top surface here. So just leaving this to dry before I tack it on properly. And we've started covering the fuselage, guys. Yeah, big moment really. So here we are again. Another couple of days in the workshop. As you can probably see behind me, I've been working on the fuselage, getting the fuselage covered. I've got the bottom, both sides covered, and done the first stretch on them, the first tightening on them. So I'll spin it around and show you exactly what I've done and what I've been playing around with. So there we go. First stretch on the sides. It's a bit awkward to do, a little bit messy. Hard to get in there. But yeah, coming on. Obviously we need lots of patches and gussets and stuff cutting for it, but this is just the first stretch, both sides, and see down there the bottom's been done as well. So it's coming on. I have deviated from my initial thoughts in that this board that was here, I was going to put the fabric over the top of it, but I've changed my mind. As you can see, put the fabric underneath, and I'll leave it as, again, wooden finish similar to that. You can probably see the difference there. I tried to darken it up a bit with an oak stain just to see what it looked like, and I wanted to see what the difference was, and it has darkened it up quite a bit, so I shall continue with that. When I've got the covering done, I will stain it a little bit darker. I think it will just go with the yellow a bit better. And that's it, 2 days work, 2 sides and the base on, and over there is the fabric cut to size for the top. So we're moving along, steady, one bit at a time, and I quite like the covering process. It's a bit messy. I end up covered in the glue and stuff. I didn't show you I changed the throttle quadrant because it was in the way. So the throttle quadrant is now there. It's a little bit far back for me. I moved it as far forward as I could on that board. I could possibly have moved the board to the next upright just over here. I made a bigger board and put it between the 2 uprights, but it's not totally uncomfortable. I think I can live with that. I have sat in the seat for quite a long time just to see how comfortable it was, and I think it's workable. If I have to reassess it, I have to reassess it, don't I? That's a simple thing. If I need to move it forwards a bit, there's nothing to stop me putting a bigger piece of board on there and moving it forward. But again, I'm not 100% certain that's going to be the final throttle quadrant anyway. It was something I did to look at and see how easy the system was to work. Not 100% sold on that either, but we'll see. We'll see. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, we'll look at something else. Well, I've bitten the bullet and I've put the top on, and yeah, it looks like a fuselage, doesn't it? Looking alright. Obviously I've literally just put it on, so it needs to be stretched, but I've got to dive off. My partner's had an emergency at work, so I've got to get her to go and give some cover. So I'm diving off now, but maybe later on I'll come back when I've dropped her off, as I'll be home alone again. Might as well be home alone here, aren't I? What the heck? So there we go, calling it a day. Got the top skin on, tightened down, certainly the first tightening, maybe a bit more than the first tightening, and I've got the tapes connected at one end, and I'll sort this end out as I work my way down to them. My pinking shears are really crap. They've given up the ghost basically, so I'm not getting a very good cut on them, so I'll maybe see if I can get some better pinking shears to sort out this. Would be nice if I can get this these ends to taper in nicely. Would be a good idea if I could do that rather than overlapping. But we'll see. We'll work it out. I'll get that centre one done first, and then leave that, and then taper the others into that, I'm thinking. So there we go. It's looking a bit like. I have been playing around with putting a wooden door on there. You can't see it at the minute because of the fabric, but I've got a wooden door inside there that I've cut, but trying to get a spring to hold it shut is not working very well at the minute. Might need to rethink that again. Another rethinking thing. It's making my brain hurt, all this thinking. But that's it for tonight. It's just gone 7 o'clock at night, and I'm knackered now. So call it a day. Back at it again tomorrow. Certainly for the morning, tomorrow morning. Then arrange with the welder over the weekend. So it's coming on. So that's the tapes done on the turtle deck. Strengthening tapes down there all the way along. Hopefully you've seen a bit of time lapse doing that. Those are 2-inch tapes. I'm going to put 3-inch tapes along those edges there, and I think I'll probably put some 2-inch tapes down these verticals and diagonals there as well. I think the fuselage is going to take quite a lot of hammer, ground handling, you know, mud, all the rest of that sort of stuff, so, and lots of manoeuvring about, so I think we'll make sure that's well taped and well protected along the metal edges where the rivets are and stuff. So that's the plan. I shall show you when I've got a bit more done. Well, there we go, the results of another day at the coalface. Got all the tapes on, started taping around there. What I have done I've doubled up the tapes just here where the boards and the skin meet, so I've put an extra tape in there. I figured I haven't put the weight of the cloth over the board, so that'll just it may well flap about a bit or whatever, I'm not sure, but it's just a bit of extra thickness there. Taped over all the uprights and the diagonals and stuff. There's another one to go on here yet, but being a tight Yorkshireman, I bought just a 500mm of the glue, thinking, oh, all I've got to do is put the tapes on and get the fuselage covered. That'll be plenty. Guess what? I've run out. So it's just the the downside of being a Yorkshireman, a bit tight with me pennies. Hey up, lad. What the heck? But anyway, that's the other side all done. I've put the gussets on. As you can see, some of the gussets aren't finished yet because I've run out of glue, as I have just mentioned. I've got to go over it all with an iron, but it's all on and in place. I'll put an order in for some more of the adhesive, and hopefully this weekend welders coming down measure up for that engine mount. So things are moving on slowly. I'll show you the other bit before we call it a day. I was talking about the draft that's going to be, because I put that higher up than it would normally be. Normally they would be down at this point here, but I've put it there so I can step over the wing. I say it's not accurate to the original, but for me it works better. I'm fairly tall. I can see me bashing my head on the upper wing when we get in and out, but we'll see about that. But what I have done is, if I can show you while I'm filming, is I've created a little wooden trapdoor there, which should be nice. I'm having problems with the spring on it. I've put a spring loaded on there so it would spring back up, but the spring unfortunately doesn't hold it tight enough, so I just have to reassess how I spring that up. But I think that'll look that looks quite cool, and you know, in keeping with the rest of the wood on the aircraft. So yeah, and it'll have the wood up here, of course. So yeah, looking all right. Coming on. So see the weekend, but I ain't gonna get a lot more of the gluing done for the aforesaid mentioned reasons. So that's it for this episode. Don't know how much there will be to create an episode, because it's the same old fire, and I don't want to bore you with repetitiveness other than my Yorkshireness, which is pretty boring and repetitive, I guess, anyway. So you just got to live with that. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.